Hey guys, Bingocat here. So today I want to talk to you guys about net neutrality. What is it and why should you care? So net neutrality, according to this definition I have pulled up here, is the principle that internet service providers and governments regulating most of the internet must treat all data on the internet the same and not discriminate or charge differently by user, content, website, platform, application, type of attached equipment, or method of communication. What that means in simplified terms is basically, net neutrality is the principle that basically all the traffic on the internet is treated the exact same regardless of the source or destination of this traffic. So, for example, let's say you want to watch Netflix and later you want to watch Hulu. Let's say the servers for both Netflix and Hulu are located in some city in California somewhere, and you're sitting in North Carolina. So with net neutrality, what happens is basically if you want to access Netflix or Hulu, your speed to Netflix or Hulu is the exact same. And not only that, you won't get charged an additional fee by your internet service provider to access Netflix or Hulu. Without net neutrality, this could change. So what's feared is that if net neutrality goes away, your internet traffic will not be treated the exact same depending on which sites and services you would like to visit. For example, your ISP might put up a paywall if you want to access Netflix, but if you want to access your ISP's own competing streaming service, there might not be a paywall to access it. And the other problem with gutting net neutrality is if net neutrality doesn't exist, maybe you still could access Netflix, but Netflix might be super slow. But your ISP's own competing streaming service, which could be located right next door to the servers that host Netflix, it could be a lot faster. And the only way to get around this is if you, the consumer, pay an additional fee to your internet service provider. So, why does the current Federal Communications Commission, aka the FCC in the United States, want to get rid of net neutrality? They're supposedly saying they want to get rid of net neutrality because this will boost innovation and competition within ISPs. But unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. You know why? Because where most people live in the United States, they have a choice of one, maybe two if they're lucky, internet service providers. Like where I live, for example, in North Carolina, I have a choice of either AT&T Uverse or Spectrum. So I don't exactly have much choice in my area when it comes to ISPs. The FCC probably knows this, so why do they really want to get rid of net neutrality? The answer is simple. ISPs want to make more money. That's it. ISPs want to make more money for more fees. And even though Verizon and I think even Comcast has both claimed they support net neutrality, do they really? Verizon in 2014, for example, wasn't it caught throttling services so it could promote its own streaming service? So it's simple. ISPs just can't be trusted. Current rules and regulations regarding net neutrality in the United States didn't get put into place until 2015 by the FCC. That was under the Obama administration. But when the Trump administration rolled around, some new people were appointed to the FCC, and these people are against net neutrality. The current chairman of the FCC was a former Verizon lawyer, so I don't know, I really don't have much trust in our current FCC to defend net neutrality. Let's just put it this way simply. If you aren't an ISP, there's no reason to be against net neutrality. If you're a consumer or business, there's every reason to be for net neutrality. And even if you don't live in the United States, you should care because so many servers and web services are hosted in the US. So, long story short, getting rid of net neutrality in the United States, it's just bad all around. There's no advantage to getting rid of net neutrality unless you're an internet service provider. There really isn't. So what can you do? Well, I'll leave some links down below in the description with some resources on what you can do. The one thing I hear that people can do right now is call your representatives in Congress, let them know what you think about net neutrality. The government of the United States is supposed to be representing the people of America. It is not supposed to be representing big corporations or specialized corporations. The government's goal should not be for corporations to make as much money as humanly possible. The government needs to protect the people. And guess what? The FCC currently is not protecting the people by getting rid of net neutrality rules. So I don't know, man. Links and resources will be linked down below in the video description. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my Twitter, Instagram, and Discord down below in the video description. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.